Hello, recording again. Here am I. I appreciate this old man that I'm watching on the screen. Actually, there is no. It's difficult to just arrange myself because when I am spontaneous, it's upside down the image. Well, anyway, I don't see exactly an old man. I see a mature man. I enjoy what I see. Not always I enjoy what I see, so then I have to just take care and make a makeup or whatever. Well, anyway, I like very much to use florais, flowers of Bach, but this here might be Saint Germain. I don't know. Sandesha knows. 1, 2, 3, 4 drops of remedies, flower remedies. Well, I wanted to record something in Portuguese and I just spontaneously started to speak in English again. So I don't know what I'm going to talk. I'm just listening to my main work on life, which is called therapy. It is a music CD that will become a video one of these days, as soon as I can manage. And yeah, it's a nice work. It was the first work in the new phase of TAZA, and it was recorded in Germany in the Osho de Varata meditation center with 2 keyboards, one electric piano, Yamaha, kind of grand piano, but electric, and another is a Roland M1 or whatever, and it was nice. It was very nice. It's a small keyboard, very practical, very nice. And now I have a Korg X50. I wanted to have a Korg X5D, and now I have the X50. It's a crazy, it's totally nuts. I don't understand exactly that, but whatever it is, I use it as tarot cards, and I just press the button and waft, there it is, something that I needed, and I didn't know that I was going to need it. It has more than 2000 sounds, I guess. What am I going to do from my life? Life flows on, and I flow with it, but sometimes I just run against my own life. Things are taking me to Barra Bonita. I was never, well, I was expecting that I was going to create roots somewhere. I just don't know any Osho disciple or sannyasin in Barra Bonita, but one never knows. And actually, Osho does not want any church around him, and he says that people have to love me, and I'm grateful when I notice that people love me. Not everybody. Anyway, I feel grateful. It's very nice, very kind of yours, very kind of people who love me. To love me, to be in love with me. And I am in love with many friends, many people, and not always it's easy, not always I appreciate to be in contact with someone and work with him, or to be in contact or being a friend. Sometimes you dislike something that someone does, but maybe you just tell her or tell him gently but clearly, so then there is no problem. So you don't have any grudge. You have peace afterwards. And the other thing which is a little hard or difficult to cope and deal with is being a medium like everybody is. I am having the feeling that I have to make a small personal revolution again, or just to create some means, not for a revolution. I am not a revolutionary, I don't believe on that, but something has to change about this this nearly stupidity which is called mediunity. I think we are all mediums, we are intermediaries. The point is that you learn how to be an ego in the relation with your parents, basically. So then when the child, we have intelligence, and when the child knows that he is crying and he receives milk and a cookie, and then the other day again he cries and receives milk and a cookie, and one day the mother says, and he is not even understanding but he feels it, she says, come on, stop crying that I give you a milk and a cookie, and you give a milk and a cookie. And with intelligence, the boy or the girl, the kid, discovers that every time that he cries, he receives milk and honey, milk and cookie. And you see, this creates a vicious circle. And one day the child discovers that not just the mother conditions the child, but the child also is able to condition the mother. Somehow I remember a story that a psychologist was counting the times that a mouse was pressing a button, a bar, to receive milk. In the university I did that many times, not with milk but with water. And also two rats were talking to each other and just making a deal. Let's press the bar many times to see if this man is going to, so we can just make operant conditioning with him. So every time that we press a bar, he notes something, so we will continue pressing just to see if he writes more. So the rat is also conditioning. And so the child also starts to deal with the mother, forcing and he is not crying at all, weeping, but the mother will go there and will give the milk and the cookie again. Or putting the television like my friend Priscilla does or did in the past, and say that I know that it is not okay to put all the time the television to the kid Mooney, but otherwise he don't stop disturbing me and I must work. This is no education. I'm not speaking against my friend, I love her, she's my friend Priscilla, but it is the reality. Everybody does that, or many people do that. I must work, and she doesn't want to let the child with the neighbor, so then she takes the child, but the child to just shut his mouth, she puts the television and give cookies, sweets. It will destroy the stomach and the teeth of the child and spoil her mind perhaps forever with these bloody television programs. Television might be a great device like National Geographics. We can just greet them, no? And but you see, many television channels are pure B. And well, anyway, I have in my screen here, let me see if I find that I will let you know. Osho is speaking about education. It's written here, Osho vision on education. And he says, in my vision, education is nothing but another form of meditation. All that usually goes on in the name of education is secondary. The priority should be given to meditation, education of the inner. Unless you become acquainted with yourself, all your knowledge is useless. That's it, Osho. So then, let's see, where am I again? And well, my sister was here. She wants to speak to me. So then, in few moments. But education is such a need, but not teaching people how to do 2 + 2 is equal 4, but to teach them not to spit on the floor, not to urinate on the urinating in the garden could be acceptable if you are not visible, but on the carpet, no, it's not okay. Or pissing over your plate in the front of everybody, not even in front of yourself, because you yourself are watching also what you are doing over the table. So then, that's education. Education is, please don't throw objects, papers, Coca-Cola tins, Coca-Cola cans, paper, newspapers, magazines, rubbers, whatever, plastics, cups of ice cream on the gardens, on the floor where everybody will go there, and it can I don't know the word in English. There are drain holes in the street, on the street, and they will be full of newspapers, and you will be responsible for that. And then there will be an inundation, water all over the place, all over the city, and the drains are not working because they are full of paper. That's irresponsibility. That's really a B, what some people are doing. If you are throwing magazines or papers on the street, like here, there was a campaign for politics, and there was a politician. He gave probably 1 million pieces of paper to kids to throw in the gardens and the houses, and they threw. I was walking 2 kilometers full of papers with the photograph of the idiot with his name, that I'm not going to say it here, because otherwise you are so stupid that you are going to vote on him. People are stupid, not you. More than 2 kilometers full of paper, and the police did not arrest the idiot. But sometimes they will arrest someone who steals a piece of bread because his mother is ill. That's what society does. So therefore I am happy what's happening in Brazil sometimes, that a true morality is happening. We have laws. Otherwise, what is the need? There was a president called Getúlio Vargas, and he said, law? Law. I am the law here. Who cares about the law? Ha! Law. But I tell you something. 4 years after he said that, he shot himself in the heart. He couldn't stand and cope with being a dictator. And we love dictators. We love someone who tells me, don't throw garbage on the street, you should be ashamed. Then if you need a daddy all the time telling you that you should be ashamed, don't throw garbage on the streets, that's why you put dictators on the power, because you don't stand to create responsibility yourself. And I'm going to speak until this YouTube. Now we have 15 minutes. Thank you, YouTube. We have 15 minutes to tell all these bananas that we are telling here. And I will continue speaking until it cuts out. But we need dictators because we don't assume responsibility over our lives and our environment. We need a daddy to take decisions for us. Don't think I will think I give you a cesta básica and that's all I do.